What's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the JuiceBox, presented by LOCKCITY. It's Claw here today, and today we'll have episode number 201 of the JuiceBox with an outlook into the Saturday MLB slate. But before we get into it, if you like what you listen to here at the JuiceBox, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, follow on whatever platform you're listening on, Spotify, YouTube, X. Do that. It's absolutely free. But without further ado, let's recap yesterday. JuiceBox lock, Blue Jays. Yeah, they didn't come to play. We did get a little nice plus money to kind of save the day a little bit on Peyton Tolle over 5.5 strikeouts. He ended up with 8, so he looked really good, like we expected. But let's get into today's games. The first game that we'll talk about is the Padres at the Twins. We've got Nick Pivetta versus Taj Bradley. Pivetta comes into this one 13-4 with a 2.82 ERA. On the road, his ERA does bump up to 3.4, but he's got good PVP versus this Twins lineup. They're only batting 200 and hitting and slugging 267 off of them. It's in limited sample size, but I still think that Pivetta can pitch well here versus this Twins lineup, who hasn't really been doing too much versus righties lately. Bassett pitched well, Gomez pitched well, Davis Martin pitched well, Jack Perkins, JT Ginn. They did get some runs off of Max Scherzer and Chris Paddock, but outside of that, just about everyone's been going about 2 earned runs or fewer versus them. And on the other hand, we've got Taj Bradley. He's just not been good all year. 6-7, 4.95 ERA. His first game with the Twins was at the White Sox. He let up 7 runs in 5 innings. And he's got horrible BVP versus this Padres team. They're hitting .452 off of him and slugging .742 in 31 career plate appearances. I think it's going to be more of the same for him here. I think that the Padres have a lineup and pitching advantage, so best bet in this one is going to be Padres' first 5 run line. So Padres' first 5 minus a half is minus 125. Next game we'll talk about is the Yankees at the White Sox. We've got Cam Schittler versus Shane Smith. Schittler comes into this one 2-2, 2.76 ERA. He's been dominant on the road, 2.16 ERA. His last few games, he's gone 0-0-1 earned run in his last 3 games. He's pitching really well, and he looks to be like the real deal. He throws hard. He's got some nice breaking stuff. I think he's going to pitch well again. Shane Smith, on the other hand, 4-7, 3.87 ERA. At home, 3.31 ERA. He's kind of struggled a bit at times this year. He's coming off of a good start, but this Yankees team's on fire right now. I like the Yankees minus 1.5 today. We talked about how they just beat up on bad teams. Here's their last few games. 10-2 versus the White Sox, 10-4 versus the White Sox, 11-2 versus the Nats, 5-1 versus the Nats, 10-5 versus the Nats. So they're winning and covering versus these bad teams. I think they do it again. They got the lineup advantage and the pitching advantage. Yankees minus 1.5. And the last game that we'll talk about is the Orioles at the Giants. We've got Trevor Rogers on the bump. And I believe it's going to be a bullpen game for the Giants. But Rogers, 7-2 with a 1.4 ERA. On the road, his ERA does go to 1.89, but this guy, he's just been incredible. 8 of his last 9 starts, he's won 1 earned run or fewer. I think he's just going to deal versus this versus Giants team. I don't really have much faith in this offense, especially at home and versus a lefty. I think that he's going to do well. Jose Quintana pitched well. J.P. Sears, Nestor Cortez, Mackenzie Gore. The list goes on and on. So I really like this spot here for the Orioles. My best bet in this one is going to be Orioles on the money line at -124. But for the JuiceBox lock of the day today, we're just going to go with the Yankees -1.5. So let's lock that in. Let's cash. And we'll see you all again here tomorrow. Peace.